afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming to you from Lions Field in Goffstown for another broadcast of Goffstown High School Varsity Baseball. This is Steve Beal with Eric Bello. I've also got Theodore and Jacqueline, my twin kids here, helping out on the scoreboard and the overlay today. Goffstown comes in today taking on the mighty Portsmouth Clippers. Portsmouth beat Goffstown 7-6 in a nail-biter of a championship game last year in Division II, and both teams have moved up to Division I this season, and so far it's been a very different experience for the two teams. Portsmouth continues to be dominant, out to a 6-0 start here in Division I ball. Goffstown has struggled at 2-5 so far in the season, but with this rivalry that's developed in Little League all the way up through high school over the last decade especially, anytime either one of these teams beats the other, it's probably considered more than your average victory. So Goffstown could earn a big victory today. Today, entering play, Goffstown is actually tied for 16th in the standings, which is one spot out of the potential tournament bracket, as 15 teams will make it in Division I this year, based on the NHIA rule of 70%. So there's 22 teams in the division. You can't have more than 70% of the division make the tournament, so the cutoff's at 15. Goffstown enters play today tied for 16 in the rankings with Nashua South. Oddly enough, Goffstown is just a half game behind Bedford, who's 2-4. So Bedford's having a little struggle early in the season as well. So we'll see what happens today. Connor Hyzak is on the hill for the Grizzlies today. He's going to face Oscar Lalim, who's a solid returning player for Portsmouth, and we should expect a good ball game here. It's overcast again, as it has been just about every day this season. It's a little bit warmer than yesterday was at Pinkerton, maybe by 4 or 5 degrees, and the wind is definitely a little more calm, so it feels better than it did yesterday. We're going to start with the starting lineup for the visiting Portsmouth Clippers. Leadoff man number 1, Cal Hewitt, playing center field. Batting second, number 3, Drew Hudson, the second baseman. Batting third is number 14, the shortstop, Miles Sargent. Batting cleanup for Portsmouth is number 12, Tim Kutzer. He's playing third base. Batting fifth is the pitcher, number 27, Oscar Lalim. Batting sixth for Portsmouth, number 4, the designated hitter, Ryan Minkler. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 22, Jack Russo. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 5, Aaron Lundgren. And batting ninth, the catcher, number 15, Jacob Grant. They're going to be facing Connor Hyzak, the ace of the Goffstown staff today. And defensively, you're going to see in the field for Goffstown, at third base will be Miles Green. At shortstop, Clay Campbell. At second base, T.J. Dutton. At first base, Colin Burke. Liam Kilbreth will be catching for Hyzak on the mound. Left to right, your outfield will be Bob Doherty in left, Will Susi in center, and Ben Dodge in right field. So the umpire meeting is complete, and Goffstown is taking the field as we speak, and we're going to just be a couple minutes away from getting started here. Goffstown with a record of 2-5, Portsmouth a record of 6-0, and Goffstown was able to get the offense going pretty well at Pinkerton yesterday, but was just not able to keep the Astro offense off the board, as Pinkerton scored in 5 of their 6 innings in which they batted, and a lot of loud base hits. For a cold day, raw day yesterday, the ball was flying over in Derry. We'll see what happens here today in the friendly confines of Lions Field. Hyzak taking his warm-up pitches. He's had a couple of solid outings for Goffstown thus far, and I think he's 1-1. I'm not sure of the stats on that, but I know that in his opening start they lost, but they were only able to score a couple of runs. Actually, no, that was Clay Campbell. So anyway, it was against Exeter. He pitched very well, but Goffstown was shut out on the day, 3-0. So the Grizzlies have been shut out a couple times already, and we're hoping that if and when the weather warms up that the bats will get going as well. Goffstown's offense is definitely more capable than what they've shown, at least consistently so far, you would think. And they had 11 hits yesterday, for example, against Pinkerton, but we're not able to. They did score 6, but we're not able to push runs across and left the bases loaded a couple times and against an Astros team that was just lighting it up yesterday. So we'll see what happens. We know that Cal Hewitt, leadoff man, is a good ball player for Portsmouth. He's quick, puts the bat on the ball, and Portsmouth is always well schooled and usually doesn't make a lot of mistakes. So here we go. We're getting ready to go. Goffstown meets on the mound here quickly. Cal Hewitt gets ready to step in. And we're just about ready for Grizzly baseball here from Lions Field. Goffstown plays Bedford on Friday at Bedford in their next ball game. We'll see if that happens because it's supposed to be quite a bit of rain between now and then. All right, here we go. First pitch of the ball game. Isaac delivers in the dirt, ball 1. Isaac working from the windup. Hewitt at the plate. Here's the pitch. That's down low, ball 2. Two-0 count. There's the pitch to Hewitt. That ball's hit well to center field. That's going to be deep. Susie goes back, and that ball is out of here. Cal Hewitt leads off the game with a straightaway shot to center field. And just like that, Portsmouth is on the board. I know it's not deep out there, but that was a line shot to straightaway center field. So just like that, the Grizzlies are behind 1-0 after 3 pitches. But Hewitt's a good hitter. I mean, Isaac an established pitcher, but when you get behind in the count, the hitters, the advantage goes back to the hitter, certainly. So on a 2-0 count, he belts one, and it's 1-0. So that was a loud start. Here's Drew Hudson, the second baseman. He looks at strike 1. Hudson, number 3, right-handed batter. Here's the 0-1. There's a breaking ball. Hudson ducking out of the way, but that breaks over for a strike, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Nice breaking pitch from Isaac there. Isaac shakes the sign off, comes with a pitch. Another breaking pitch is swung on a miss, strike 3. So there's 1 out. We're in the top of the first inning. Lions Field. It's a Wednesday afternoon, May 1st. Hard to believe we're in May. Overcast day from Goffstown. Grizzlies are trailing 1-0 on a leadoff home run to Cal Hewitt. Number 14, the batter, the shortstop, Miles Sargent, looks at a breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1. Isaac working quickly, gets the sign, comes with a fastball that's in the dirt for a ball. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on base, 1 run in for Portsmouth on the Hewitt home run to lead off the game. He had a 2-0 fastball out of here to straightaway center field. Here's the 1-1 to Sargent. There's a breaking ball in there for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses down low, ball 2. Isaac working quickly. Most high school pitchers do. So far, he's had real good command of that breaking pitch. The fastball's been down for the most part. Here's the pitch. There's a breaking ball, grounded to third. Miles Green moves to his left, tosses across the diamond to get the out. I'm always impressed with kids who pitch and play positions defensively. Green threw, 80, 90 pitches just yesterday and still has to come back and make a long throw across the diamond, but he gets the job done. That play goes 5-3 on the out. Here's the cleanup hitter for Portsmouth, number 12, Tim Kutzer, the third baseman. 2 outs, nobody on. Grizzlies trail 1-0. We're in the top of the first inning here in Goffstown. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses high, ball 1. There's a fastball for a strike from Hyzak. Count goes to 1-1. Hyzak winds and fires. There's the breaking ball again in there for a strike. Gets ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Trying to get out of the inning here. Here it comes. There's a breaking pitch in the dirt. Kilbreth stops it. He's going to have to come out and throw. He fires down to Burke at first for the out. Nice play. Good patience shown by Kilbreth with a nice stop in the first place. The play goes 2-3 on the putout. It's a strikeout for Hyzak in the 3rd out of the inning. So Cal Hewitt blasts a home run to center field to lead off the game for the Clippers. They're ahead 1-0 after half an inning. We go to the bottom of the 1st with the Grizzlies coming to bat. Portsmouth in the lead 1-0. Hyzak ends up getting a pair of strikeouts and throws 14 pitches in the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 1st. Oscar Lalim on the mound for Portsmouth, right-handed thrower. He's going to face Connor Hyzak leading off, the pitcher, number 5. For Portsmouth defensively, your catcher is number 15, Jacob Grant. Oscar Lalim is on the mound. Over at third base, Tim Kutzer. At shortstop, Miles Sargent. Second baseman, Drew Hudson. At first base, Jack Russo. And then from left to right, their outfield is Aaron Lundgren in left, Cal Hewitt in center, and the right fielder is Connor Hopley. He's being hit for by the designated hitter today, but he's Hopley in right. Grant makes the throw down to second base, and the ball works around the infield. Back to Lalim. Hyzak will step in. See if the Grizzlies can get something going against the righty from Portsmouth. Hyzak takes a deep breath, steps into the box, and we're ready to go. Lalim winds and fires. First pitch is up and in, ball 1 to Hyzak. Connor's been hitting the ball pretty well. He hit a couple balls pretty hard yesterday. One for a hit, one that was a tremendous catch by the Pinkerton center fielder. Here's the 1-0. That's a breaking ball in there for a strike, strike 1. Looked like he kind of dropped down 3/4 on that delivery to throw the breaking ball. I have to keep an eye on that, see if that motion's different on that pitch. But here's the 1-1 to Hyzak. There's a pitch off the end of the bat that kicks off the foul side of the first baseline, but with the spin on it, kicks back into fair territory, and the first baseman makes the play, Jack Russo, unassisted. So that goes 3 unassisted on the out, and that ball hit the ground. It was a couple inches foul, but kicked back to fair territory with the spin on that right off the very end of the bat on the Hyzak swing. Here's left-handed hitting shortstop today, number 11, Clay Campbell. Campbell hit one of the longest balls I think I've seen hit this entire season yesterday at Pinkerton for a triple. First pitch to Campbell, misses, ball 1. That ball Campbell hit yesterday would have been up on the hill in right center, I think, here. He absolutely crushed one. Here's the pitch to Campbell, swing and a foul back, straight back into the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pinkerton hit several balls deep yesterday, too, that definitely would not have been held by the confines here. So Campbell at the plate, 1 out, nobody on. He's got a 1-1 count. Hyzak grounded out to start the inning. Lalim fires. That looks like a changeup that he held on to a little bit too long. Left it in the dirt, ball 2. So Campbell ahead, 2-1. We're in the bottom of the first inning here at Lions Field in Goffstown. Grizzlies trail 1-0 on the Hewitt home run to lead off the game for Portsmouth. Here's the pitch to Campbell. That's a pitch that misses down in the dirt, ball 3. 3-1 the count, 1 out. Goffstown would like to get base runners, but they've got to be more effective at driving those runners in when they do get them. Here's the 3-1. Campbell swings and flares one to left field. That's going into shallow left. Shortstop Sargent goes out, calls off the outfield, and makes the catch as he hustles out there. So that's going to go as a pop-up to the shortstop for the second out of the inning. Campbell looked like he was just out in front of that with the barrel of the bat, scraped the underside of the baseball, and flared that to the left side. So 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Bob Doherty, the left fielder, number 8. Excuse me. Oscar Lalim winds and fires. There's the pitch to Doherty in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Will Soucy on deck. Here's the pitch to Doherty. There's a pitch hit off the end of the bat towards shortstop. Shortstop comes in, makes a nice play on the run to make the throw over there. Doherty gets down the line a little quicker than I think some people think. He threw that ball wide, but that's gonna be an infield hit for Doherty as he had that throw beat anyways. First baseman came off the bag and kept the ball from going out of play perhaps. Which probably saved an extra base there, but he had an infield single yesterday, too. He gets down the line pretty quick. Here's Will Soucy, the center fielder, number 9. Will's been prone to hit on the first pitch, and also has hit a lot of balls right back to the pitcher. I can think of 4 balls that he's hit back to the mound in just the last week. So he goes through the middle of the field a lot. Let's see if we can get a good pitch to drive a little bit instead of rolling over the top. Doherty at first, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Soucy, breaking ball, misses down and away. Strong throw from Grant, goes through into center field. Hewitt backs it up. Doherty was in his slide, so he's not able to get up and advance, but that's a stolen base for Doherty. The pitch was taken for a ball 1. So Goffstown has a runner in scoring position. Doherty at second, 2 outs. Will Soucy at the plate. Jared Heidenreich, the designated hitter, is on deck. He had a pair of hits yesterday. Oscar Lalim for Portsmouth working from the stretch. Sargent and Hudson trying to keep Doherty close at second. Here's the pitch. Soucy swings very late and misses. Strike 1. So you got a 1-0 count. You're ahead in the count. You'd like to see probably a better swing than that as a hitter when you're ahead in the count. So see if he can come back here in this at bat with a 1-1 count, 2 outs. Doherty at second. Lalim sets and fires as the pitch. Soucy hits a hard ground ball to short. That kicks up off the shortstop's glove. That's going to go into center field. Hewitt tries to barehand it and boxes the ball over to left field. Soucy didn't get a good read on it and has to stay at first. But Doherty comes around to score, and Goffstown has tied the game 1-1. Sargent, that ball just came up. He boxed it. That's going to be an E6 there. No RBI, but the Grizzlies are on the board. Soucy hit the ball hard. It took a couple of hops, and Sargent just booted it with his glove hand there. Got a piece of it because it still had a lot of speed when it hit the outfield because Hewitt couldn't even barehand it clean because it was still moving pretty quick. So in any event, Soucy reaches at first base. Doherty comes around to score. We've got a 1-1 game here in the bottom of the first. Jared Heidenreich, the designated hitter, steps in. Soucy takes his lead. Lalim fires, and Heidenreich swings and fouls one off at the plate. No balls and a strike. Heidenreich had 2 hits in a game last game of the week. Last week had 2 hits yesterday, and has earned a spot in the lineup as the DH here. Soucy gets his lead at first. Doherty had reached on an infield single, stole second, then scored on the E6 to tie the game. Here's the pitch. Heidenreich goes after one up top and fouls it straight back. Strike 2. 0-2 on Heidenreich. So Goffstown gets behind 1-0 in the top of the first on a home run by Hewitt, and then answers with a single, stolen base, and an error here to tie it in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch to Heidenreich. There's a changeup in the dirt. Ball 1. Nice stop by Grant behind the plate to keep Soucy at first base there. The Count goes to 1-2. Third baseman Miles Green waits on deck for the Grizzlies. You can see the flag in right is still. Not much of a breeze at all today. Lalim comes set. Susie's off, and Heidenreich stays alive, fouling one off with a short, late but short swing. Just fouls it back into the backstop. Lives to see another pitch. Susie gets his lead. Heidenreich looking at the 1-2 pitch coming from Lalim. He comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a pitch, misses down and away. Grant kind of takes his eye off at last second, looking down at first to Susie, and that's going to be a pass ball. And Susie moves up to second base. The pitch is a ball, so the count goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes on Heidenreich. And now the Grizzlies have another runner in scoring position. You can almost see it looked like Grant, as he was making the catch on that or attempting to make the catch, took a glance at first base, and then the ball kicked off his glove, got by him, and Susie moved up. Laline comes set. Here's the pitch. The 2-2 is hit by Heidenreich up through the middle. That's going to get into center field. Hewitt picks up the ball clean. Susie's coming. Hewitt's got a good arm and lets it fly. Short hop throw to the plate is handled by Grant, but Susie's in there safely with a head-first slide, and Heidenreich comes through again with a solid single up the middle. After battling from an 0-2 count, he works a 6-pitch at bat with an RBI single to center. And the Grizzlies, just like that, take a 2-1 lead. Had taken advantage of a couple of Portsmouth miscues here in the inning. Nice piece of hitting by Heidenreich there. Short and quick, very strong athletic player, and serves the ball into center field. So Lalim working from the set. Heidenreich gets his lead. Here's number 20, Miles Green, the third baseman. First pitch to him is in there. That's a ball. Looked like a pretty good pitch, but that's ball 1. Looked like that pitch had a little wrinkle on it, but Lalim didn't get the call there. So the count's 1-0. Pitch to Green. That's in there for a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. So Goffstown with 2 outs and nobody on. Gets a single, an error, and another single. And have put 2 runs on the board. Here's the pitch. That's a breaking ball inside. Green turns, spins away from it. Didn't look like it missed by that much. That's a ball. So it's 2 balls and a strike on Green. So Doherty singled, stole second, scored on the E6 that went through the shortstop Sargent. Susie moved to second on a pass ball and then singled on Heidenreich's single. Green fouls one off at the plate, and the count goes to 2-2. So we've got a 2-ball, 2-strike count, 2 outs, 1 on. Goffstown's plated 2 here in the bottom of the first to take a 2-1 lead. Laline comes set. Here's the pitch. Green gets jammed on it, hits it back to the mound. Laline makes a nice play from his knees as he falls off to one side, reaches back to the other, and makes the play. Throws accurately to first for the out. And Green is retired, but the Grizzlies get 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error on the Clippers, and 1 man left on base for Goffstown. So that's a good answer for the Grizzlies there. Lalim ends up throwing 24 pitches in the first inning. One Portsmouth error. There was 2 hits by the Grizzlies there. So we go to the top of the second inning. Goffstown holding on to a 2-1 lead. Connor Hyzak back out for his second inning of work. He's going to be facing the pitcher, number 5 batter, Oscar Lalim, to start things off. Then Ryan Minkler, the DH, and Jack Russo, the first baseman. Those are the first 3 scheduled to hit here in the bottom or the top of the second inning. So right off the bat, a fairly exciting first inning. Started with the first batter of the game when Cal Hewitt lined a home run to center field. It was really more of a line drive than it was a fly ball. Susie got back to the fence and tried to climb the fence, but there was no chance. That ball was out of here in a hurry. But Goffstown comes back with some clutch hitting after there were 2 out in the first and scores a pair. So it's 2-1 Grizzlies. Top of the second inning. It's a late start today, a 5 o'clock start. Normally the home games at Lions are at 4:30. And most other ballparks, they're usually at 4 o'clock. But a 5 o'clock start here for primetime television, I assume. Hyzak throws a curveball, misses about 55 feet there for ball 1 to Lalim, the pitcher. Left-handed batter, number 27, hits left, throws right. Hyzak working from the windup. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball just below the knees, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Hyzak with the 2-0. Fastball swung on and missed, strike 1. Lalim was late on that swing. We're so close here in the press box, I feel like some of these left-handed batters are going to foul one right off at us. There's a fastball, misses inside for a ball, 3-1. Here's the 3-1 to Lalim. There's a pitch at the knees on the corner, strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Hyzak working quickly. This has become one of the best rivalries in the state of New Hampshire in baseball, without question. Portsmouth and Goffstown. Hyzak pitches. Breaking ball. Did he go? Oh, they said he didn't swing. He definitely swung at that. The ball did hit him in the foot, but if he swung at it, it would still be a strike. Yeah, I'm going to say that's a hit by pitch there because it hit him in the foot, but I still believe he totally offered at that as a swing. We had a couple of these yesterday where I know the umpires are looking to see if the bat crosses and the bat had been even to the front of the plate, but you can still have the bat even with still offering at a swing. I mean, the whole body and hands go into the swing. Just because you hold the bat back doesn't necessarily mean that you didn't offer at it. So either way, Lalim leads off. Hit by pitch, walk, whatever you want to call it, but he's at first base. I called it a hit by pitch. Number 4, Ryan Minkler, the designated hitter at bat. I don't know if Minkler's a dead pull hitter, but Ben Dodge is practically playing center field, the right fielder for Goffstown. If Minkler hits a ball the other way, there's a ball one high to Minkler. If he hits a ball the other way, he might run for a half hour until somebody gets it. Lalim at first. Hyzak goes over there. He's back diving head first. Colin Burke playing first base. Heidenreich's hitting for him, but Colin Burke's a good defensive first baseman. 6'5" target over there. Hyzak delivers. That's a fastball up high, fouled straight back and off the screen for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Minkler is the DH. He's hitting for the right fielder, number 23, Connor Hopley for Portsmouth. Here's the 1-1. That pitch misses down low. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Runner at first. We're in the top of the second inning here in Goffstown. Both of these teams will take advantage of every opportunity given to them. So anything that's bobbled, missed, or any kind of mental mistake, the other team's going to pounce on if given the chance. Hyzak throws to first. Lalim back safely. 2 balls and a strike to Minkler. Here it comes. Breaking ball is in there for a called strike. 2-2. Breaking ball has been the most effective pitch for Hyzak thus far. Throw to first, gets past Burke as he got tied up with a runner. That's going to roll for a bit. Lalim pulls into second base and will hold there. So that's a throwing error there as that pitch is in, or throw over to first was into the runner, and Burke went after the throw and got his glove on the ball, I believe, but got a lot of the batter or the runner with the throw as well, so didn't really have an opportunity to catch it. Count on Minkler at the plate is 2-2. Lalim now at second base with nobody out. 2-2 pitch misses wide, ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Hyzak laboring here in the second a little bit. There's the pitch. That's grounded to the right side. Burke stays down with it, picks it up clean. He'll make the play, but that moves the runner over to third base. And that would be an example of why my right fielder would not be way over in center field on that play. But he kept the ball in the infield, so that's a 3 unassisted on the first out. That brings the first baseman, number 22, Jack Russo, to the plate with a runner at third and only 1 out. Lalim at third, a ground ball or fly ball gets him home. That pitch misses inside, ball 1. And we've seen a lot of wild pitches and pass balls with runners at third in the season for both sides. It seems to happen quite often. Hyzak throws a breaking pitch in there for a strike, taken for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Russo, the first baseman. You got 1 out, runner at third. Green holding the close to the bag so that Lalim can't get too far away. Another breaking pitch in there, taken for a strike. So Hyzak works ahead here, 1 ball, 2 strikes. A strikeout here would be huge to get a second out with that runner not advancing. Hyzak comes set. Lalim leads off at third. Hyzak delivers the pitch as a fastball swung on and fouled down on the right side, out of play, and that's headed for some cars. And it's amazing how many times the ball lands in between vehicles here, which is good for vehicle owners. So the count remains 1-2. Russo was late on that fastball after seeing a couple breaking balls. Hyzak comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a breaking pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. That's a big out there for the second out of the inning with Lalim still at third base. So 2 outs, runner at third. Aaron Lundgren, the left fielder, number 5, coming to the plate. TJ Dutton, the second baseman, I just noted shifted over towards a little further towards the right field line. Hyzak comes set. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. Lalim at third. Kilbreth needs to be sharp on these breaking pitches, anything in the dirt, to make sure that he keeps the ball in front of him. Hyzak brings the 0-1. It's in there, a fastball called strike 2. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Runner at third for Portsmouth. Top of the second inning. Hyzak comes with the 0-2. That pitch is swung on and just basically batted out of the catcher's mitt, fouled off by the batter. He hangs in there, and the count remains 0-2. Hyzak's got a good fastball to begin with, but when he comes off that breaking ball with it, it looks even faster. Here's the 0-2 once again from Hyzak. There's a fastball swung on and fouled straight back. Better swing there by Lundgren, the left fielder. Fouled that one back into the river. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Goffstown trying to hold Portsmouth here with a runner at third. Here's the pitch from Hyzak. There's a breaking pitch hit off the plate. It's a Baltimore chopper. Hyzak fields it calmly, cleanly, and makes a good throw to first base to Burke. Burke makes the play without any issue over at first base. The base umpire talking to Burke for some reason, maybe just remarking on how tall he is. I'm not sure, but that play goes 1-3 for the third out, and Goffstown holds that runner from scoring. So Hyzak kind of struggled there a little bit. He had the 3-2 count that looked like Lalim offered on the pitch, but it hit him in the foot, and he reached first as the umpire said he didn't swing at it. And then a throwing error by the pitcher on a pickoff move allowed the runner to move up to second base. A ground out got him to third with 1 out, but then Hyzak came back to strike out Russo and get a comebacker chopped off the plate for the 3rd out, and Portsmouth ends up leaving a runner on base. So no runs, no hits, 1 Goffstown error, 1 left on base. Hyzak did record another strikeout in the inning. Call that a hit by pitch. So after 1.5, we go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Goffstown holding it to a 2-1 lead. Hyzak ended up throwing 22 pitches in the inning. He's got 36 through 2. So both my kids have run out of the booth to do various things, so it's down to Eric and I for the time being, but that's all right. So here we are, bottom of the 2nd inning. Oscar Lalim back on the hill for his 2nd inning of work for Portsmouth. Liam Kilbreth, the catcher, number 1, leading off in the inning. TJ Dutton batting on deck, and then Ben Dodge. Kilbreth looks at the first pitch for a strike. You got both of those going, Eric? Do you want me to take the scoreboard? You good? All right. Pitch to Kilbreth is swung on a miss, strike 2. So Eric now is running the camera, the overlay, and the scoreboard, and I'm keeping track in the scorebook. So we've got a lot of things covered. Unfortunately, they're probably all different. There's a ball inside to Kilbreth. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kilbreth leading off here in the bottom of the 2nd. Grizzlies lead 2-1. Oscar Lalim on the hill for Portsmouth. Winds and fires as a fastball chopped towards third. Third baseman comes over, dives, and can't make the play. Shortstop Sargent comes in behind him, doesn't field it cleanly. That's going to be an infield hit for Kilbreth there. They wouldn't have had him had he picked it up. Once that third baseman was not able to field it on a dive, with Kilbreth's speed down the line, that's going to be a base hit anyways. So Kilbreth leads off with an infield single. That's a couple little ground balls that have really bounded through here. Considering how wet it's been choppy. Dutton squares the bunt, does offer. He tried to pull the bat back, but not really. Takes a strike there. So he offered at the pitch. It was down and away. Strike 1. Kilbreth at first. Bottom of the 2nd inning. Nobody out. Dutton at the plate. Lalim comes set. Here's the pitch. Dutton squares again. Takes the ball. Grant throws down to first. Russo snags the high throw. But Kilbreth is back safely, and that's a ball for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on TJ Dutton, the 2nd baseman, number 4. Lalim at the set. Here's the pitch. Dutton squares again. Dutton takes a pitch down and away. He's right on top of the plate, and you'd think that he's getting a real good look at these pitches as he's deciding whether or not to put the barrel out there and bunt. So that pitch misses away. 2 balls and a strike on Dutton. Kilbreth at first gets his lead. Lalim checks him. Here's the pitch. Dutton offers again, and it's strike 2. So considering he's on the plate and getting a good look at these, the offerings at bunting on the 2 pitches he's bunted at look like I don't know if either one of them would have been a strike, and the offers were not great ones. So here's the 2-2. Dutton will be swinging away. He swings and misses, strike 3 for the first out. So tough at bat there for TJ. I know he's trying to give himself up there in the sacrifice mode to move Kilbreth over and got 2 strikes on him, but he might have been able to work a walk out of the pitch selection there. Here's Ben Dodge, the right fielder, number 6, standing in there batting 9th. He looks at a pitch for a ball 1. Ben with great speed. Ground ball with him is not routine with him running down the line. Kilbreth at first, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Dodge. The 1-0 is swung on and fouled outside of first. Strike 1. So there again, it's a 1-0 count. The hitter's ahead, and it's not your grade A best swing there. So I always like to see hitters ahead in the count really get aggressive, or not aggressive with the pitch selection to swing at, but take a good, healthy swing. Dodge gets fists that one foul down the right field line and over the fence, out of play, into the thousands of fans that are here on hand today to watch Portsmouth and Goffstown. That's a strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dodge at the plate. Kilbreth gets his lead at first. Leem comes set. Here's the pitch. That pitch misses up high, ball 2. Dodge lays off of that. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count even on Dodge, the right fielder. A lot of room on the right side there with the first baseman holding the runner on, second baseman playing straight up. A lot of room on the right side. Here's the pitch to Dodge. That misses down low. Grant slides over and makes a nice block using his chest protector to keep it in front. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Ben has done a nice job working the count here. 3-2 count, 1 out. Kilbreth at first. Here's the pitch. And that hits Dodge. He took that like a champ. He didn't even flinch on that. He's like, yep, that's a ball, and not only is it a ball 4, it's going to hit me, and I'm just going to take it. So Dodge works a hit by pitch, which either way it was ball 4. He's grabbing the arm now. I'm sure that hurt. That sounded like it hit him right on the elbow. That never feels good. I don't care how tough you are. So Kilbreth's at second after an infield single. Dutton struck out after failing to get a bunt down a couple of times. Dodge works the count and gets hit by the 6th pitch. So runners are at first and second with 1 out. Bottom of the second, Connor Hyzak is back at the plate. He grounded to first unassisted his first at bat. And he swings and gets ahead of it, flares one to right center field. Hewitt comes in. Hewitt was playing on the New Boston Town line, runs in and makes that catch in shallow center field. So Hyzak goes down on the first pitch on a weak fly ball to center field. So that's the 2nd out of the inning. And with runners on first and second, arguably your best hitter in the lineup, not a great swing on the first pitch of that at bat. Good pitch by Lalim, kept them off balance, and now it's going to take a 2-out clutch hit from Clay Campbell. Here with 2 outs, 2 on, Campbell popped to short his first at bat in shallow left field. There's a pitch hit through the middle. That's going to hit off the second base bag and kick towards left center. Hewitt's up clean with the throw. Kilbreth coming to the plate. Strong throw is cut off. And that ball, if that's allowed to get through, Kilbreth has got a good shot of being out. Hewitt's got a real good arm. Lalim was standing 10 feet in front of the plate and cut it off. I don't know if he was told to do so. I can't hear it that well with the headphones on. But Campbell gets an RBI single up the middle. Maybe that ball kicking off the bag helped a little bit. Maybe it didn't. I'm not sure. But either way, Campbell gets the job done, scoring Kilbreth from second base. Dodge moves up to second on the throw, on the single, and here's Bob Doherty. Doherty looks at ball 1. Doherty had an infield single to short his first at bat that Sargent misplayed, but it was a slow roller or slow hopper that by the time he had it, Doherty was well down the line and most likely would not have had a chance at first anyways. Here's the 1-0 to Doherty. Doherty pulls a fastball through the left side. That's by the diving third baseman. Dodge can run. There's not even going to be a chance at a play at the plate with 2 outs and Dodge taken off. He scores on the RBI single from Doherty. So Doherty on the second pitch gets a high fastball, lines a single between short and third. Kutzer gave his best dive at the diving effort there, but that ball was by him cleanly. And by the time Lundgren in left field picked that up with Dodge running, not even a chance at the plate, the ball was cut off, which keeps Campbell at second. So another couple of 2-out hits here for the Grizzlies have put the Goffstown ahead 4-1. And here's Will Soucy at the plate. Soucy reached on an error his first at bat. He hits a ball through the middle. Shortstop Sargent ranges wide to his left, throws across the infield, gets Soucy by half a step. Nice play by Sargent there. So he's had a couple of tough chances there, but that was a nice play as he went behind the second base bag to make the play. Doherty had a good jump off of first base with 2 outs, so there was no chance at a force play as both the middle infielders were after the ball anyway. And his only play was first base. He got up, fired a clean throw across the infield, got Soucy by half a step. That's a nice play there for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Grizzlies come up again with some 2-out clutch hitting with singles from Clay Campbell and from Bob Doherty back-to-back, and score another 2 runs in the bottom of the second. They take a 4-1 lead against the Clippers here at Lions Field after 2 innings of action. So mark that down as 2 runs on, let's see, three hits for the Grizzlies. They left 2 runners on base, so even though they scored 2, they left 2, and there was no errors for Portsmouth in the inning, and 1 hit batter, which ended up coming around to score. So for Lalim, he does get his first strikeout of the game in the inning, but he had to didn't throw a lot of pitches because Goffstown swung at the first pitch 3 of the last 4 batters, but he did throw 15, 18, 20 pitches in the inning for a 2-inning total of 44. Not terrible, but I'm sure not what he was looking for. And Goffstown leads 4-1 after 2 complete. Hyzak back out for his third inning of work. He's going to be facing Jacob Grant, the catcher, and then the top of the order, Cal Hewitt, and then Drew Hudson here in the third. So again, what we saw yesterday, when Goffstown scored yesterday at Pinkerton, they were unable to get shutdown innings following their run-scoring innings. And every time they came back or cut into the deficit, Pinkerton was able to tack on more runs and extend or at least maintain the lead. If Goffstown can get a shutdown inning here in the third, that would go a long way towards success for the Grizzlies. Here's the first pitch from Hyzak. That's a breaking pitch that up and in, and they say that hits the batter. I don't know if that hit him or the bat. No argument from anybody. So that's going to be a hit by pitch. Second one of the game for Hyzak. That breaking pitch just didn't break across the plate like most of the day has. Here's Cal Hewitt, the center fielder. He took a 2-0 fastball and lined a home run to center field, leading off the game for Portsmouth. Now he's up with nobody out and a runner at first. Dangerous hitter here, obviously. Hyzak working from the set. Grant at first. Here's the pitch to Hewitt. There's a breaking pitch taken, ball 1. Looked like a pretty good pitch there, but Hewitt doesn't usually offer it stuff that's not in the zone. Pretty disciplined hitter. Here's the pitch. Fastball at the knees, misses just low, ball 2. Hyzak wanted that one. That's a great pitch location right there. But we've seen thus far that pitch has not been called a strike today. 2-0. Hyzak throws the first. Grant was a little slow to react. That throw was over there, was in the dirt. If that's a clean throw, another foot higher right on the bag for Burt to catch clean, that might have been a pickoff there. Grant clapping his hands over there. There's a breaking pitch down low, misses Kilbreth. That's going to be a pass ball, and Kilbreth, as Grant will move up to second base. That pitch was in the glove of Kilbreth. He just didn't squeeze it. Count goes to 3 balls, no strikes. Runner at second base. And this is going to be tough for Goffstown to work out of. 3 balls, no strikes. Hyzak takes a deep breath. He comes set. Here's the pitch to Hewitt. That's in there for a strike, strike 1. Hewitt taken all the way. So you're flirting with disaster here when you put the leadoff man ahead of Hewitt in the top of this Portsmouth order, especially second time through. There's a breaking pitch. That misses high. Another pitch that Hyzak wanted. That, I don't know, that didn't look like it missed by much either. So no calls on that at bat for Hyzak. Hewitt earns that respect as a good hitter too, so that goes both ways. In any event, Portsmouth has the first 2 on here in the top of the third inning. Drew Hudson, the batter. Second baseman struck out his first at bat. Hewitt can run, is at first, but he's got a runner in front of him. Pitch misses up high, way high, goes all the way back to the backstop on the fly. That's ball 1, and that's a wild pitch. And now all of a sudden, not only are 2 runners on, there's 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out here. So Goffstown scores 2 in the first, 2 in the second, but now Portsmouth threatening early here in the third. Pitch is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Which way, Eric? Pull hitter. Yeah, they playing Hudson to pull here. Isaac comes with a 1-1. That's a big swing. Fouled off at the plate. That hits Kilbreth off the face mask. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kilbreth takes a little walk up the first base line. I'm sure that stung a little bit. Home plate umpire giving him some time. Coach Lawrence comes out to check on him. Looks like his jaw is still remotely attached. Three of my 4 boys have caught. 2 of them pretty much full-time, another one part-time. And I'm telling you what, catchers get dinged up so many times in the course of a game. Keep playing through it.
Truly the hottest position in the field.
Yeah, it is a difficult position. Arguably the most important one, too. Isaac in the windup with the runners at second and third. Here's the 1-2. Breaking pitch. Hudson stays alive, just chops it down to first. It's a slow roller. Burke will take the out at the bag. Grant comes home to score from third base. Hudson gets his job done behind the count, just hits a little ground ball to the right side, but that works for an RBI. And Portsmouth cuts the lead 4-2. And that's the first out of the inning there. So Goffstown will take the out, but Portsmouth does cut into the lead. On the play, Hewitt moved to third. Here's the shortstop, Miles Sargent, grounded out to the third baseman his first at bat. He looks at a fastball for a strike. So we got 1 out, runner at third, top of the third inning. Isaac comes set, breaking pitch, hits the batter off the back of the helmet or the back of the back. And that's his 3rd hit batter of the game, 2nd of the inning. So now there's runners at first and third with 1 out. And Isaac, the breaking pitch, the first 2 innings had been his money pitch, just throwing one after another for a strike. I don't even know if he threw any of the breaking balls that weren't a strike in those first 2 innings. And now 2 of them have stayed way out of the strike zone and hit batters on the back. So it's obviously not getting a good feel for it here in the third inning. Tim Kutzer, the third baseman, number 12, he will bat now with runners at first and third and 1 out. He struck out in the first inning with a putout going 2-3 on the play. First pitch is in there for a called strike, 0-1. Isaac comes set. He fakes to third, looks at first. Nobody's falling for the old trick. 0-1 count here. Sargent at first. Hewitt at third. Kutzer at the plate. Pitch is a fastball. That pitch is just not getting called. That's right at the knees, but it's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a pitcher's pitch. There's a nice pitch in there to called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Isaac with a 1-2. And that comes in and hits him. That hits him. Kutzer he started the swing on that. I'm going to check with the umpire. He says he didn't swing, of course. Haven't seen a check swing called yet this year. But that's going to go as another hit by pitch. That was a fastball up and in, but it wasn't up and in where it would have hit him if he wasn't swinging. So because Kutzer started the swing, I'm not saying he offered on that one either, but he wouldn't have been hit if the hands weren't coming into the zone to offer to start the swing at least. So now the bases are loaded with 1 out. This is I don't know. If I've ever seen an inning with 3 hit batters where somebody wasn't thrown out of the game. None of them were on purpose, obviously. Anyway, Oscar Lalim, the pitcher, he's at bat. He got hit by a pitch, his first at bat, on a questionable call that looked like he swung at it and hit him in the foot. Looks at a strike in there. Fastball for strike 1. So bases loaded, 1 out. Portsmouth's already scored 1 run in the inning on a ground out by Hudson. Isaac's been missing the strike zone and hitting batters. There's that fastball down low again, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases full of Clippers. Portsmouth holding a 4-2 lead, but it's a tentative lead at this point here in the third with the bases loaded for Portsmouth. Isaac comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a breaking pitch. Swung on and missed. The ball gets through Kilbreth. Hewitt scores standing up. So nice bite on the pitch. Clearly a swing and miss by Lalim. I hope they don't check on that one. There's 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'll try to just be kind. It just doesn't look like the effort. I shouldn't say the effort, but you've got to be more careful with runners at third and pitches in the dirt instead of trying to stab them with your glove. I've got the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Runners at second and third. Portsmouth scored a couple runs here to cut the lead to 4-3. Isaac comes set. Here's the pitch. Lalim was looking for time, didn't get it. Fouls the pitch off. Straight back. Count remains 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. A pair of runners in scoring position for Portsmouth. 4-3 lead for the Grizzlies. Lalim gets time. Isaac steps off, wants the signs again from Kilbreth. Gets his sign, comes set. Takes a deep breath. Here's the 2-2 again. Breaking pitch taken for a ball. That's only ball 3. Lalim went down to first base thinking he got the walk. He didn't know the count was 2-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And I don't know if that pitch missed outside or not, but that looked like another real nice curveball from Isaac. 3-2 count. 2 on, 1 out. Lalim at the plate. Here's the pitch. Fastball is hit through the middle. Campbell dives, can't get it. Ball's in the center field. Susie comes up throwing, and runners held at third. Throw is cut off by Green. Sargent scores, and that's the first hit of the inning for Portsmouth, believe it or not, after all these base runners. But with 3 hit batters and a walk, that'll happen. So an RBI single for Lalim. Kutzer goes to third. Lalim at first, and we're tied at 4, just like that. Number 4 steps in, Ryan Minkler. He's the designated hitter. He grounded to first. His first at bat, looks at a ball high. So Portsmouth's getting louder with every base runner and run scored as they came into the inning trailing 4-1. And somehow, through the magic of only 1 hit, they've tied the game. There's a fastball in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lalim at first, small lead. He's running, pitches, check swing, call the ball, no throw, stolen base for Lalim. I didn't see the umpire make a signal there, so I'm assuming that was a ball. Minkler started the swing, but he clearly held up there. And again, Portsmouth has runners in scoring position, second and third with 1 out. 2 balls and a strike. Isaac with the pitch. That misses up and in, ball 3. So Isaac is really laboring here. Campbell's going to call time and come in to talk to him. Runners at second and third for Portsmouth. So this inning's just not looked good from the start. Grant gets hit by a pitch to lead things off on one pitch. Hewitt works a walk. Hudson grounds out, and then Sargent and Kutzer get hit by pitches back to back. Now these pitches, two of the three are curveballs that just didn't break. Here's the 3-1. There's a curveball. Line to second base. Dutton with the catch. Makes the play and flips to Campbell at second base for the double play. That's a huge play. Dutton in the right place at the right time on a 3-1 pitch. Minkler hits a line drive right at Dutton, who jumped about a half a foot in the air, make the catch. To make the catch, that was the second out. They double Lalim off of second base. That play that goes 4-6 on the toss for the third out. So Portsmouth ends up leaving just the one runner. They get 3 runs on just one hit. There was no Goffstown errors, but in an inning that you won't normally see, at least I haven't seen it, I don't think, ever before without somebody getting tossed. Hyzak hits 3 batters in the inning, walks another one. Portsmouth ends up scoring 3 times on the one hit that they had, but then Minkler hits a rope right at Dutton, who doubles Lalim off his second base. And Lalim couldn't have done anything different. I mean, he was only a couple steps off the bag. It was just a rope hit right at Dutton. Campbell came in behind, and Lalim had no chance. So the 3 runs do tie it. We're 4-4 here going to the bottom of the third inning. Hyzak, let's see, he definitely had to work in that inning. He faced 7 batters in the inning. 3 of them did score. 11, 15, 22, 27, 28 pitches for Hyzak in the inning. So he's got a 3-inning total of 64. But I'll tell you, when you have to go through this lineup time and time again, they've got a good lineup, and they're going to make you pay. And there they did on just one base hit. Up the middle, they end up scoring 3 runs with some help from pass balls, wild pitches, obviously the hit batters, and the base on balls. Here's Jared Heidenreich. He's singled up the middle to drive in a run. His first at bat, 1 for 1. He looks at a pitch inside, almost hit him, ball 1 here in the bottom of the third. So here we go, Portsmouth and Goffstown. One of the best rivalries in the state, in baseball certainly, and it's back and forth. Portsmouth led 1-0. Goffstown scored twice in each of the first 2 innings, went up 4-1. Now we're back tied as Heidenreich swings and misses for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Miles Green on deck. Then Liam Kilbreth, the catcher, will bat after him. Heidenreich, as I said, singled up the middle with 2 outs to drive in a run. His first at bat, he takes a pitch down and in, ball 2. That pitch down by the knees, though, just has not been a call to strike. Now, yeah, it's been consistent from the home plate umpire, and quite honestly, a lot of these guys are tall hitters for both teams. So that gets their knees a little higher into the strike zone. That's a ball on Heidenreich, ball 3. My wife, Amaris, just delivered me a coffee here, which is I'm thankful for on a cool day. 3-1 pitch is down in the dirt, and just like I'm sure the coaching staff over in the Portsmouth dugout would want to see happen, Portsmouth pitching issues a leadoff walk. So Heidenreich's at first. Nobody out. Miles Green comes to the plate. He bounced back to the mound on his first at bat. It was actually a nice play by Lalim as he falls off to the first base side. On his follow-through, Miles hit the ball through the middle back at him, and Lalim kind of dove from his knees back to the third base side, made the play, and threw him out. There's a breaking pitch in there for strike 1. 0-1 the count on Green. Kilbreth waits on deck. He had an infield single his first at bat, came around to score. The pitch to Green is chopped to the first baseman. Russo up with a strong throw to short, covering at second. Heidenreich goes in head first, but he's forced to second. And that force out is going to go 3-6. Nice play by the first baseman, Russo there. No hesitation, knew exactly where he was going with that baseball. fired to short, covering to get the force out. Green will stay at first on the fielder's choice. So there's one out, one on here as Kilbreth comes to the plate. Kilbreth had an infield single to the third baseman. His first at bat hit a slow roller that just had no chance of getting him at first base. Takes ball one. As I predicted, both my twins have taken off to play with friends and have relinquished their duties here in the booth. Pitches a breaking ball. Kilbreth grounds to third. Dropped by the third baseman. Picks it up and fires to first. That was a 5-4-3 double play ball made to order, but because of the bobble over there at third by Kutzer, he did recover to make the play, though. So no error is charged. And Kilbreth has retired 5-3 on the play, so there's 2 outs with a runner at second base now, and T.J. Dutton, the batter. Dutton, the second baseman, who made the nice play on the line drive to double off Lalim as Minkler hit a rocket at him to end the third. Dutton looks at the first pitch for a ball. Dutton was up there trying to bunt his last at bat and didn't get the bunt down, ended up striking out. Swinging and missing on the third strike. He's got a runner in scoring position here. Let's see if he can deliver. A lot of room on the right side. Pitch from Lalim is fouled down the right field line. It hits the lip and almost comes back fair. Stays foul for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Runner at second. And that lip over the years here has come into play many times. You can't assume that ball is going to stay foul going down that line. And we actually already saw it in the first batter for Goffstown in the game when Hyzak grounded out to the first baseman on a ball that started foul and kicked back into fair territory. 1-1 count on Dutton. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Pitch misses up and in, ball 2. Grant throws the second behind the runner. Sargent comes in to cover the bag, but Green gets back safely. 2 balls and a strike. My wife is leaving the booth to go play with her friends as well, so it's just Eric and I. Eric and I are the only friends that we each have, so we just hang out together in the booth. That pitch is fouled off wide at third base by Dutton. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Green at second for the Grizzlies. 2-2 count. Dutton has a look over at the first base dugout for some reason. He waits on the pitch from Lalim. Lalim comes set. Here's the pitch. That pitch is lined towards short. Sargent goes over and makes the play to end the inning. So that's going to go L6 on the line out to shortstop, and Goffstown leaves a runner in scoring position. After 3 innings complete, we're tied 4-4. Goffstown, no runs. Had no hits. No errors for Portsmouth. 1 batter left on base. So Lalim gets a relatively economical inning here, throwing just 14 pitches. 58 pitches through 3. Yep, on the right side. That loosen that up and you can drop it down. And then just give it a little tilt. There you go. My son Theodore has returned to the booth for a moment. You taking off? All right, have fun. Our head cameraman, Eric Bello, making some adjustments there, I'm sure, for all of your viewing pleasure. So Goffstown does not get a hit in the inning, just the walk to Heidenreich. He exchanged places with Green on the fielder's choice, then a ground out and a line out, and Goffstown is unable to answer. So we talked about it before the top of the third. Goffstown has the big inning, or a pair of 2-run innings to start the game, go up 4-1. They look for a shutdown inning in the third and do not get it. Instead, Portsmouth plates 3 runs, almost completely on the help of Hyzak, who hit 3 batters and walked another one in the inning. Here's Jack Russo, the first baseman, leading off here in the top of the 4th. He looks at ball 1 low. He struck out swinging his first plate appearance back in the second inning. Pitch is fouled off the third base side. And I'm going to assume it either just went out of play or was not caught. No signal from anybody, but we'll call it 1 ball, 1 strike. Hyzak working from the windup. He's looking to have a clean inning here. Pitch is a breaking ball, fouled off at the plate, strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Top of the 4th inning, we've got a 4-4 game. Portsmouth at Goffstown. He goes up high, upstairs with the fastball, gets Russo to chase. Swinging strike 3 for the first out of the inning. So that's a good start for Hyzak here in the 4th, and that brings up the left fielder, number 5, Aaron Lundgren. Lundgren bounced a chopper off the plate that Hyzak fielded and threw him out. His first at bat, he swings and fouls one straight back for strike 1. Big cut. Hyzak with the 0-1 pitch. Breaking pitch, misses inside, ball 1. So that breaking ball really has pretty much left Hyzak. After first 2 innings, it was just money. Really struggled with it mightily in the 3rd, and it hasn't really been as crisp since. There's a ground ball towards the middle of the diamond. Dutton goes over to his right. Fields picks it up and throws, and that little bobble, Lundgren beat it out. I'm going to call that an infield hit only because Dutton had to go well behind or over towards the second base bag deep to field it. So that's an infield single at the second baseman. The 1 on, 1 out. Here's Jacob Grant. He got the mess started in the 3rd by getting hit by a pitch on a breaking pitch that looked like it may have hit the bat, but probably hit him in the back based on what we saw later in the inning. He came around to score. Grant swings and stings a single in the right field past Burke, who was holding the runner on. Grant's going to hold up there. Lundgren's going to make his way to 3rd. The throw gets by the cutoff man, Campbell, and Grant decides to hold at first, but that's a single and moving Lundgren to 1st. So first pitch, he stings a single past the first baseman. If Burke is playing in his normal position where he didn't have to hold the runner on, he probably has a line out right at him. But that's not the case. So here's Cal Hewitt, who is homered to lead off the game, walked and scored, and comes up with 2 runners on here again. And there's, honestly, if I was in real estate right now, I'd put up a couple acres for sale of nice flat land in Goffstown open on the right side of this diamond. Dodge is playing somewhere out by Back Mountain Road. Runners at 1st and 3rd. The pitch to Hewitt is grounded to short. Campbell goes to his right, makes the play to Dutton. Dutton bobbles the ball on the exchange. They get the force out 6-4. A run scores from 3rd. That's going to be an RBI for Hewitt on the fielder's choice. So first pitch swinging. He grounds to short. Campbell, the nice play, gets the out at 2nd, 6-4 for the second out. So the 2 outs in the inning. And here's Drew Hudson, the second baseman. He's struck out and grounded out, 0 for 2. Oh, sorry, Eric. 2 out. But on the play, Portsmouth takes the lead. They're ahead 5-4. The runner at 1st is Hewitt. Hyzak working from the set. Here's the pitch. Hudson tomahawks one towards right. Dodge comes in. He'll make the catch to end the inning. So Goffstown, I guess, gets out of it cheap there, really, when you think about the situation with 2 on, 1 out in the top of the order coming, but they get a fielder's choice and a fly out. But Portsmouth does jump back in front with a RBI ground out by Hewitt on the fielder's choice that brought Lundgren in to score. So Portsmouth gets 1 run on 2 hits. There were no Goffstown errors in the inning, and they left 1 runner on base. And just like that, Portsmouth, sound, quality, tested team, jumps back in front 5-4 after trailing 4-1 starting the 3rd inning. Hyzak, rather economical inning as the last 3 batters all swung at the first pitch for Portsmouth, and Hyzak only throws 10 pitches in the inning, gives him a 4-inning total of 74. He did allow 2 singles in the inning. He got 1 strikeout. He's got 4 of those on the day. He's allowed 4 hits and has 4 Ks. Didn't hit anybody in that inning, so that's good. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. Goffstown trails by a run now, 5-4. They had scored in the first 2 innings, did not score last inning, leaving a runner in scoring position. Ben Dodge will lead things off here for the Grizzlies, followed by Hyzak and Campbell. Lalim is back out for his 4th inning of work. Dodge was hit by a pitch on a 3-2 pitch. His first at bat, he ended up scoring. First pitch to Dodge is in there for a strike, 0-1. Lalim working from the windup. Right fielder playing pretty deep. Pitch is inside to Dodge, ball 1. Looks like the changeup from Lalim there just stayed inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dodge with good speed. He's in the 9 hole here today hitting. He's almost like a second leadoff man if he gets on, though. Looks at a fastball for a strike, 1-2. We're about an hour and 15 minutes into this game. Bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the 1-2. Pitch to Dodge is grounded back to the mound on 1 hop. Lalim fields it clean, takes a couple steps towards first, shortens the throw, and retires Dodge on the comebacker, 1 out. That play goes 1-3 on the first out. Here's Connor Hyzak. He's grounded to first and flied to center. Last time up, he had a couple of runners on and swung at the first pitch. It just hit a lazy fly ball to center. Way out in front of it, just popped it up more or less. With his bat speed, it carried to center. Let's see if he can do some damage here. Pitch to Hyzak is inside, ball 1. We got 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 4th inning here from Lions Field in Goffstown. Heavily overcast day. Pitch to Hyzak misses wide, ball 2. Yeah, there's a lot of room between the center fielder and the right fielder. Hyzak, he can hit a ball anywhere with power. Breaking pitch is up and in, ball 3. Umpire flinched like it looked, I don't know what he thought was going to happen there, but nothing happened. It was just a ball. 3-0 count on Hyzak. I think in this situation, trailing by a run, you hand the bat to the next batter and see if Campbell can get something done, make Lalim work. Taking all the way. Pitch is in there for a strike. Goffstown's done a much better job of moving runners around today. Hyzak hits the 3-1 right back at the mound. Lalim snags it right by his ear and throws to first for the out. So that play will go 1-3 on the out as well. Hyzak hit it fairly well, just 1 hop into the back of the pitcher, and Lalim has showed that he can field his position today. That's the 3rd time he's had a 1-3 out. Here's Campbell. Popped to short and singled to center. Gets a breaking ball, turns on it, pulls it down the right field line. That's going to be foul for a strike. Campbell, his last at bat, stung a single right up the middle to drive in a run. Base ump hustles down there to retrieve the foul ball, hands it off to Coach Burke at first. Lalim has a new baseball. He's back on the rubber here, working from the windup. Here's the 0-1 pitch coming to Campbell. Pitch is lined towards left center field, slicing to left fielder, but he barely has to move at all to retire the side on the F7. And the Grizzlies end up going 1-2-3 in the inning. And that's just what Portsmouth and Lalim were looking for. That's an 11-pitch inning. No high-stress pitches there at all. Nobody on base. 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base, no Portsmouth errors. And we go to the 5th with Portsmouth holding on to a 5-4 lead. The scoreboard does, yeah. You press it, nothing shows up. You press it again, it shows up twice. Anyway, so 11-pitch inning there. So in the last 2 innings, Lalim has held the Grizzlies from scoring. He's only thrown 25 pitches to do it. So Goffstown, they hit a couple balls hard in that inning. 2 of them were back at the mound. But anyway, we go to the top of the 5th inning. Isaac's back out there for the 5th. He's going to face the 3, 4, 5 hitters in this Portsmouth lineup, starting with number 14, the shortstop, Miles Sargent. Sargent grounded to third and was hit by a pitch and later scored his second time. So he's 0 for 1 with a run scored. Portsmouth 6-0 on the season, battling with the Grizzlies here.
Some of these kids have sore throats at the end of the night.
Portsmouth making plenty of noise over on the first base side. Their confidence grows as they've scored more runs. Here's Sargent, right-handed batter, to lead things off. Isaac gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Fastball grounded towards third. Green comes in, makes a nice play on the run, throws him out at first base. Miles Green is just a solid player over there. He doesn't seem to be flustered by what's hit at him. Good hands, goes down, picks up the ball in direction of the first base bag and just makes a nice, easy throw over for the first out. So there's 1 out, and here's Tim Kutzer, the third baseman. He's struck out and been hit by a pitch. There's been a lot of kids hit by pitches today. Looks at ball 1. Kutzer was stranded at third in the 4th inning. He's ahead here, 1-0. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch, down and away, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Isaac got the first out on 1 pitch, grounded to third. Here's the 2-0. That's in there for a strike. 2-1. Oscar Lalim, the pitcher, on deck. 2-1 pitch, misses high, ball 3. There's another one of those off-speed pitches that didn't really do much of anything and just hung up and in. It's a cool day. I'm sure the grip on the baseball gets a little harder to do as the day goes on. Your fingers get cold and the friction's not what it was or what it is on a warm day. And that spin that you count on the breaking pitches becomes a little harder to master. There's a strike taken by Kutzer there from Isaac. 3-2 count here with 1 out, nobody on. Isaac winds and fires. There's a fastball in there, strike 3. That's about the only pitch at the knees that's been called a strike today, but that was not as low as some of the other ones, most certainly. Great pitch location. And Kutzer goes down looking for the second out of the inning. Here's Oscar Lalim, the pitcher. He's been hit by a pitch and singled to center. He's got an RBI. Swings and misses at the first pitch, strike 1. Lalim's made a couple nice plays on the hill. Defensively as well, looks at ball up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the top of the 5th inning here in Goffstown at Lions Field. Isaac works. Lalim swings and hits the ball through the middle towards short. Campbell comes over, makes the play. Short hop scoop by Burke at first, holds the bag, holds the ball. and the inning is down in order for the Grizzlies. So that's a big inning for Hyzak and the Grizzlies there as they go 3 up, 3 down. That last out 6-3 on the play. And just what the doctor ordered perhaps for the Grizzlies is they get a hold. Portsmouth scored 3 of the 4 innings until the fifth. And Connor Hyzak only had to throw 10 pitches in that inning. So 2 straight innings he's fired 10 pitches. He's got 84 through 5. And no runs, no hits, no Goffstown errors, nobody left on base for Portsmouth. That's the first time they've been set down in order today. So that let's see if that bodes well for the Goffstown offense here as they try to get back in front here. They led 2-1 after 1. They led 4-1 after 2. And then Portsmouth scored 3 in the third to tie it at 4, scored another one in the fourth. And Lalim is now working on back-to-back innings where he's held the Grizzlies scoreless, but he'll be facing the 3, 4, 5 hitters here in the fifth. We'll see what happens here, see if Goffstown can get something going. Bob Doherty will lead it off, followed by Will Susie and Jared Heidenreich. Doherty singled, infield single his first at bat, came around to score, and then he roped a single into left field, driving in a run his second at bat.
Did you say this is still the starter? Or is this a different pitcher? Still the starter.
Still the starter here, Oscar Lalim. Yep, he's at 69 pitches through 4. He's back out for his 5th inning of work. Here's Doherty, 2 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored, leading off for Goffstown in the bottom of the 5th inning. Lalim delivers. Doherty swings and fouls a pitch off straight into the backstop. Gets stuck in the fence. The count goes to 0-1 on Doherty. Lalim winds and fires. There's a changeup, misses down and away. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Doherty sometimes has some not aesthetically pleasing swings, but he gets the job done. He's a good hitter, and he's been a clutch hitter for the Grizzlies. Pitch is up and in, ball 2. That wasn't close. The count goes to 2-1. Goffstown needs to get some base runners here and see if they can tie this thing back up and maybe take the lead. 2-1 to Doherty. Nice pitch from Lalim at the knees, strike 2. There again, that's one of those pitches, but you can clearly tell the ones that are just a little bit higher, he's getting the calls for the strikes, but anything down at the knee or below has been called a ball all day. 2-2 pitch coming to Doherty. Pitch is just hands only swing there. Defensive swing goes back to Lalim. Lalim fields, throws to first for the out. And there's 1 out in the inning. And we've seen that all day long from the Grizzlies as Lalim is now, I believe that's his 4th assist on the hill there on balls batted back to him. Some have been harder than others, but he's made all of the plays. Will Susie at the plate now. He's reached on an error and scored, grounded to short. Susie takes the first pitch, hits the ball towards the right center field gap. Cal Hewitt runs over there. Cal, if anybody's going to catch it, it's going to be Hewitt, but he drops the ball, picks it up and throws into second, and that's going to be 2 bases for Susie. He swings at the first pitch again. I don't know, Eric. What do you call that? It's not a routine play. I mean, Hewitt had to cover a lot of ground. There was a ton of room in right center field. He almost cut it down. I guarantee you.
Got there, but it's almost an hour. It's close.
Yeah. I haven't scored it yet. I'm afraid to write anything in my book other than Susie's at second base. I guarantee if we talked to Cal right now, he'd say you should catch that ball 100 times out of 100. But when you're running full speed on a ball tailing away from you like that, I'm going to say we're going to go on the side of leniency and give Susie a double on that. Heidenreich swings at the first pitch and fouls it off at the plate, strike 1. I know Hewitt would probably say that he should catch that every time because he's a good ball player. But that pitch was not only tailing away from Hewitt, it was dropping too, so by the time Hewitt got there, that ball's down by his knees. Hits off the end of his glove, falls to the ground. Susie hustling all the way, goes into second with a slide, beating the throw. Hewitt actually picked the ball up and threw to second. So, yeah, when the ball left the bat, it didn't look like anybody was even going to touch the ball, but Hewitt made a great run at it and ended up hitting off the end of his glove and falling in the gap for, we'll give him a double. We'll give Susie a double. So we got one out, runner at second. We're in the bottom of the fifth inning. Grizzlies trail by 1, but they've got the tying run at second base. Jared Heidenreich at the plate. He's singled and walked. He's got a 2-1 count. Lalim comes set. Here's the pitch. Heidenreich gets jammed. Fist one gets past the pitcher. Hudson comes in and makes the play on the grass, gets the out. Nice play by the second baseman, Hudson. Lalim dove off the hill and just missed that ball. But Hudson came in and saved the day, getting the out at first. And on the play, Susie goes over to third base. So Miles Green steps in, the third baseman, number 20. He's 0 for 2. He grounded back to the mound and reached on a fielder's choice when he hit a hard ground ball at the first baseman, Russo, who spun and made an accurate throw to second base to force the runner his last at bat. Oh, sorry about the scoreboard there. Green serves one into right field. That falls just foul. Nobody was going to catch that one as he just kind of took a short defensive swing on a pitch down and away and just missed dropping one in there on the right field line by about a foot. I'm not real good with weights and measures. That might have been 3 feet, but it was probably closer to a foot. I'm not sure. Either way, it's a foul ball. It was close. So Susie leads off third, or he will be once Laline comes up onto the hill. He goes from the windup. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Green. There's a breaking ball of sorts that goes in there for a taken strike. So Green's down, no balls and 2 strikes. Green's been a pretty good, consistent clutch hitter for the Grizzlies so far in the season. Let's see if he can get this run home from third and tie things up here in the fifth. Here's the 0-2 pitch. There's a changeup down in the dirt. Good take by Green, ball 1. Grant was down on his knees, glove down, definitely looking to make sure nothing gets by him. Made a nice pick on the pitch, and the count goes to 1-2. Susie at third, Green at the plate. Lalim winds and fires. There's another pitch down in the dirt. Grant picks clean, and the count goes to 2-2. Lalim trying to work out of trouble here. He got Doherty to bounce back to the mound. Then Susie roped a double to the right center field gap that Cal Hewitt made a fine run at. Hit off the end of his glove. And now Susie's at third. Pitch misses down again. Ball 3. So Lalim has been very disciplined with his pitches as far as keeping the ball down in this situation. But all 3 have missed since he started the count 0-2. So now the count works back into the favor of the batter here. A lot more than it would have been at 0-2. So 3-2 count, 2 out. Susie at third. Lalim's working from the windup. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Green. That pitch is up high. Green hits it hard to the first baseman. That comes up on one hop and hits off of Russo's chest. Green's going to reach on the air, and in doing so, Susie's going to score. Russo squared up and stood right in front of that one hopper, but did not get his glove to the ball. It looked like it hit him in the chest on the one hop. And Green hit it hard, but that's an error on the first baseman. He's standing right in front of the play, and that run ties the game. So the Grizzlies come through with a miscue from the Clippers, and Kilbreth will come to the plate. He's got an infield single and grounded out to third on a nice play by actually that ball that he hit the Kutzer as Green dives back to first like he was trying to jump off of a dock to avoid an incoming boat. He gets back safely. Anyway, Kilbreth last at bat had a runner at first. Kutzer had a ground ball. He boxed it, and instead of getting a potential 5-4-3 double play, he picked it up and fired to first to get Kilbreth. But the lead runner did advance. In any event, no balls, no strikes here. Kilbreth looks at the first pitch. It's in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Green is at first, reaching on the error by the first baseman, Russo. That ball Green was hit hard, but it was a one hopper right at the first baseman, and he just kind of let it play him. That pitch is down and away. Grant slides over, makes a nice stop to keep the ball in front of him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Grant's been very active behind the plate for Portsmouth today, keeping just about everything in front of him. Here's the 1-1 to Kilbreth. There's a breaking pitch or a changeup that just sails out of his hand high. Not close on that one. Kilbreth takes that for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs. Runner at first. Goffstown's tied the game here. Sebastian Beal walks out on deck as a potential hitter for Dutton. Kilbreth at the plate now. Here's the 2-1. That pitch is down and in again, 3-1. So Lalim definitely keeping the ball down for the most part. Grant doing a nice job back there, picking everything and keeping everything in front of him. I don't know if it's me or if it's actually just getting more dark. It's an overcast day. It seems like it's gotten a little darker. Of course, it is after 6:30. But anyway, 3-1 pitch to Kilbreth. He looks at a strike 2. That was a borderline pitch at the top of the zone. Probably was a strike, though. Kilbreth was looking for the walk, but he'll have to get back in the box and face a 3-2 pitch with 2 outs. Green at first. He'll be running. 3-2, 2 outs. He's got to make sure he doesn't take off too soon, though. Lalim's a seasoned player, and he's going to – any hint of him taking off too early, I'm sure they'll be looking to throw him out. Portsmouth sends a player down to the bullpen to start loosening. Sure enough, there's a throw to first. Green back safely. Still quite a bit of room on the right side, Eric. Hudson's way over towards second base. First baseman obviously holding the runner on. A lot of room in the infield. Right field is off the line quite a ways. There goes Green. The pitch is down and away, ball 4. So Kilbreth works all the way back to a walk. And with 2 outs, the Grizzlies have the go-ahead run in scoring position. That's a 6-pitch walk for Kilbreth. He's at first. Green is at second. Sebastian Beal is going to be pinch hitting here, number 17 for TJ Dutton. Right-handed hitter. Dutton today was 0 for 2. Portsmouth's going to make a pitching a visit to the mound here. Lalim's the starter for Portsmouth, still in the game. He's thrown 22 pitches this inning, which puts him at 91 for the game. Beal was 1 for 3 yesterday at Pinkerton. Stepping in for his first at bat of the day as he comes in as a pinch hitter. Kilbreth is at first after earning a walk. Green is at second after reaching on an error that allowed Susie to score from third and tie the game. So we're fives are wild here. Yep. Eric, we've got the 5th inning, 5-5 score. Sebastian Beal has been announced as the pinch hitter for Dutton. Dutton had struck out and lined to short, but made a nice play in the field. He made a couple nice plays in the field today with a line drive, doubling up a play and being around the bag. And Beal comes in to hit for him here with 2 on and 2 out. First pitch to Beal. He checks his swing. The pitch gets by. That pitch was inside. Grant was thrown off by the attempted swing. They checked with the base umpire. That's called a ball, that was not a swing. Beal went through quite the gyrations to start a swing, but didn't actually offer, and it looked like that really threw Grant off behind the plate because Grant's been solid back there. That's his second pass ball of the day, but that one was uncharacteristic. That just about everything's been in front of him since the first inning. So anyway, it's 1-0 count here on Beal. Runners at second and third now. Pitch to Beal is in there for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sebastian would love to just put a ball in play into one of these gaps. There's a lot of room. The outfield playing him pretty much straight up. Here's the 1-1 to Beal. That's in there for strike 2. Nice pitch from Lalim. It looked like a breaking ball or of some sort. Beal down on the count here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lalim gets a sign. Here's the pitch. Beal looks at the ball away. Ball 2. That pitch was wide.
This game is like a pressure cooker.
Wouldn't expect anything different than a tight game between Portsmouth and Goffstown. Doesn't matter what the records are. Lalim taking a lot of time getting the sign. Beal standing there waiting for the 2-2. Here it comes. Fastball swung on and fouled out of play. Strike. Count remains 2-2. Beal fights that one off. Lives to see another day.
No stress here.
No stress at all. No pressure. It's the bottom of the 5th. 5-5 game. 2 on, 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Lalim. Beal swings and just gets a piece of it, fouls it off the first base side. Stay alive, 2-2. He hit that right off the end of the bat. That looked like that cutter or slider that he throws. That's a little bit of off speed from the fastball, but has a looks like it has a little movement away from the right-handed batter there. It's been effective for him today. Lalim winds and fires. The pitch to Beal, swung on and missed. Strike 3. That's a nasty breaking ball down and away. That's the pitch that he wanted to throw there, and he got him. So the Grizzlies leave 2 runners in scoring position. They do get 1 run, however. There was 1 error on the Clippers in the inning. 1 hit from the Grizzlies, 2 left on base. And after 5 innings completed, we've got a 5-5 game. Beal ends up seeing 7 pitches, but swings and misses at strike 3 for the out. Lalim ends up throwing 29 pitches in the inning. That puts him at 98. I'm assuming that'll be his last inning of work on the hill. He gets his 2nd strikeout of the game in the inning. Let's see, 1 hit. He did walk a batter, only the 2nd walk of the game. So it's been both teams have pitched pretty well. Hyzak had the 1 inning where he couldn't throw his breaking ball at anywhere for a strike. Instead, it just hit everybody. And he ended up hitting 3 batters in the inning and walking another one. And Portsmouth was basically allowed back in this game with only 1 hit in the inning. Lalim singled up the middle, which ended up driving runs in. But other than that inning, the pitching's been pretty clean, and it's been a good ball game.
A lot of his breaking stuff in this cold weather's been coming in, losing those.
Yeah, honestly, if you go back and watch the first 2 innings, Hyzak's breaking pitch was absolutely sharp and unhittable. And then he just lost it. He couldn't throw it for a strike, and not only that, he was hitting batters with it, and it came back to hurt him. Either way, we're in the top of the 6th inning here at Lions Field in Goffstown. This is another classic between Portsmouth and Goffstown. The baseball rivalry. Portsmouth 6-0, Goffstown 2-5, and they're tied at 5 in the 6th. Ryan Minkler leads things off against Hyzak. First pitch is a fastball in there for a strike. Minkler grounded to first and then lined a rocket at the second baseman, who Dutton made the catch and flipped the second to Campbell to double Lalim off at second base. Looks like Dutton re-entered at second base defensively. So Beal hit for him, battled, ended up striking out, and Dutton re-enters the game to go back to second base. The pitch misses from Hyzak, 2-1. Fastball just high. That looked like a pretty close pitch there. Minkler laid off it, and the count goes to 3-1. 5-5 game, top of the 6th inning here. Portsmouth and Goffstown. Hyzak delivers the pitch. That misses down low, ball 4. So, I said it again. I said it earlier when Portsmouth issued a leadoff walk after an inning where they wanted to hold the lead that they had scored, and now Goffstown does the same thing. That leadoff walk that Lalim issued, though, did not end up coming around to score. Let's see what happens with Hyzak. Here's Jack Russo, the first baseman. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Minkler gets a big lead. Soft toss over to first. He's back easily. Colin Burke over at first base. TJ Dutton back in the game at second. Campbell at short, Green at third. Quick throw over to first this time. Minkler gets back. Burke applies the old between the legs tag, but he's back safely. Russo waiting at the plate for his first pitch of the at-bat. Here's the pitch from Hyzak. Russo takes a strike right through there, strike one. Russo looks down, gets a sign from the third base coach. Hyzak throws to first again. He's definitely going over with different timing to first base at different stages of the lead for Minkler. Hyzak comes set, goes to first again. Burke puts the tag on the back. Minkler's back safe. He's not getting a big lead, but when you adjust your timing over there, go over there at different times when the runner's in the lead, walking out to his lead, it definitely keeps him close. Russo gets a bunt down on a high pitch. Hyzak comes out, fields the ball in front of the plate, and in front of the mound, and makes a strong throw to second base. Campbell covering. That's a high fastball that he bunted. The play is going to go 1-6 on the putout at second base on the force. That's going to go as a fielder's choice for Russo. It's a sacrifice attempt, but high fastball bunted hard into the ground. Not a terrible bunt, but Hyzak coming off and fielding his position well makes a nice strong throw, accurate throw to Campbell for the force. So Russo trades places with Minkler. He's at first. And now number 5, Aaron Lundgren, the left fielder, comes up to bat, and he takes a ball high, ball one. Lundgren today has bounced back to the mound off the front of the plate and then singled through the middle. Actually, it was a single back towards the second base bag that Dutton did make the play and threw to first, but by the time he got there, Lundgren beat it out. That pitch misses up and in again, ball two. 2 balls, no strikes. We've got 1 out and a runner at first. I think Goffstown would take that trade. I don't think Russo runs as well as Minkler. But Russo attempted to sacrifice bunt. Hyzak made a nice play, throwing out the lead runner at second. That ball misses down low, ball 3. Didn't miss by much. That's that pitch that's been a ball all day, right at the hollow of the knee, maybe slightly below. But it's been a ball all day for both sides. Russo gets the lead off at first. He was definitely not leaning like he was going to run, but he was not expecting a throw over, but he gets back safely. 3-0 count to Lundgren at the plate. Hyzak comes set. Here's the 3-0. That's in there for a strike. 3-1. Let's see if Hyzak and the Grizzlies can get around the leadoff walk. There again, Russo walking off the lead. Hyzak comes over quickly. Russo gets back. Hyzak sets. Here's the 3-1. Pitch is fouled off. Straight back over the backstop and towards the Piscataquag River. I don't know if that made it to the river on the fly, but probably close. About 10 years ago, a player for the Grizzlies' dad had a remote control boat. There is a called strike 3. That's a perfect pitcher's pitch at the knees on the corner for the second out. Anyway, Mr. York, if you ever watch these broadcasts, I remember you using your remote control boat that you put like a snowplow, water version of a snowplow on the front of it, and he would remote control that boat out into the river and push baseballs back to the shore, collect them, and put them in buckets of sawdust or rice. I can't remember what he used, but dry them off, and they lived to see another day. All right, sorry about the long story there, but it was kind of fun to watch. The kids loved it. First pitch to Jacob Grant is fouled off on a late swing off the backstop, 0-1. Grant today has been hit by a pitch and singled to right. So he's done some damage today. He's done a pretty good job behind the plate as well. He swings and fouls another pitch off. That one's definitely in the river. Strike 2. So Hyzak way ahead here, 0-2, 2 outs. Russo's at first for the Clippers. The score is tied 5-5 here in the top of the 6th. Flag is still in right field. Calm day. Here's the 0-2. Hyzak, that's just a fastball right there, strike 3. That's a strike all day long. Perfect pitch. I don't know what he's looking for at the plate there, but that Hyzak comes back and makes some of the best pitches of the day. So that's another reason why that's such a big out there to end the inning is that the top of the order will be coming up for Portsmouth in the 7th, but they'll be coming up with nobody on. That's one advantage there. I mean, their order is a tough order, so you don't want to face them no matter how many guys are on base, but it's a lot better to start with a clean inning, I'm sure. So in the inning, Portsmouth gets no runs, no hits, no errors on the Grizzlies. One man left on base that came as a result of a leadoff walk. Hyzak gets 2 big strikeouts to end the inning and issued just his second walk of the day. So he's gone 6 innings now, and that was, 16 pitches, puts him at exactly 100 pitches through 6. He's struck out 7, allowed 4 hits, and walked a pair, but he's hit 4 runners too, which definitely has come back to haunt him as 2 of those 4 hit batters have come back and have come around to score, and 1 of the walks. So 3 runs on free passes issued by Hyzak. Anyway, we go to the bottom of the 6th, and Oscar Lalim is back out there for his 6th inning of work. He starts the inning at 98 pitches. Ben Dodge, the number 9 hitter, leads off. He's been hit by a pitch and tapped back to the mound. 0 for 1 on the day. He looks at a ball high here to start the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-0 count on Dodge. This is the second time Dodge has come up in the 9 spot leading off an inning. Looks at a strike there, 1-1. That's pitch number 100 for Lalim. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Dodge. That's in there for a strike, 1-2. So he comes down, he drops down a little bit on that 3/4, and it was a good pace on the pitch and right on the inside corner for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch is fouled at the plate right down the line. It's going to be kept foul by Grant. He hustled out of the catcher's box back there and made sure that ball didn't spin back fair because there would have been no chance at Dodge, who's quick down the line, plus that thing just rolled about 40 feet up the line, but stayed foul. So Dodge gets back in to face a 1-2 count here leading off the 6th. Excuse me. Here comes the 1-2. That's a breaking pitch in there. Dodge swings really late. Fooled by the pitch. Tried to generate a little bit of a swing and misses strike 3. So Lalim just calmly, coolly throws a great pitcher's pitch. Gets the strikeout for the out. Here's Connor Hyzak. 0 for 3 today. He's grounded to first, popped to center, and grounded back to the mound. First pitch to Hyzak, misses inside, ball 1. I'd love to see Hyzak launch one here. Not that I'm biased. There's a pitch ripped down the third base line, past the third baseman in fair territory. That goes into the left field corner. Hyzak goes into second, sliding head first. He's in there safely with a double. So he got out in front of that. It was down. It was not a terrible pitch by any means, but it was he wasn't able to elevate it based on the pitch location, but he smoked it inside the third base bag and past the diving Kutzer over there, and it went down in the left field corner. And by the time the left fielder Lundgren came up with the throw, he made a good throw to second base and made it a close play, but Hyzak beat the throw with a head-first slide, and he's at second base with 1 out. Clay Campbell steps into the plate now. He's popped to short, single to center, and fly to left. 1 for 3. He's got a runner in scoring position. Let's see if he can come up with a clutch hit. Portsmouth has number 24, Jason Lynchy, throwing in the bullpen, or he was throwing in the bullpen, loosening up. He's sat down now. First pitch to Campbell. That's roped into right field. That's a line drive into right field. That gets under the right field. It's going to go all the way to the fence. Hyzak scores standing up. Campbell's going to round second. He's headed for third. They got a double cutoff out there as that ball goes all the way to the fence. That's going to be an RBI single for Campbell and a two-base error on the right fielder. Hyzak scores, and the Grizzlies take a 6-5 lead here in the bottom of the sixth inning. That ball was absolutely ripped by Campbell. A clean single, but a two-base error on the right fielder allows him to get to third. And he's at third with less than 2 outs as well. So a ground ball to the right side, I'm sure they'll have the infield in, but a fly ball certainly would allow him to tag and score potentially. So Campbell gets his second run batted in of the day. Hyzak scores easily from second base. He would have scored easily no matter what. That ball was ripped to the right field corner. And Hopley was playing deep out there to begin with, so that's just a clutch hit by Campbell. Would have scored the run either way, but what you don't count on is that ball skipping through his legs and right, going all the way to the fence, and Campbell getting 2 extra bases on the play. And that just shows you how hard the ball was hit because it's been wet, the sod is soft, the grass has been wet, and even in the soft conditions, that ball rolled all the way to the fence in right field. That ball was smoked. So Bob Doherty comes up. He's 2 for 3. He's singled his first 2 at-bats and grounded back to the mound his last at-bat. So he's got a big clutch opportunity to get a run home here. Infield's in for Portsmouth. First pitch to Doherty is lined into left field. Clean single to left field. Campbell scores easily, and Doherty's 3 for 4. He does it again. Absolutely ropes a line drive to left field with the infield in. I don't care where the infield's playing on that pitch. That ball's a hit all day long. And the Grizzlies score another one and take a 7-5 lead in the sixth, and that's going to do it for Lalim. Tough ending to his day as he's been outstanding today on the mound, both defensively as a player and as a pitcher. And then we're going to see number 24 come in to pitch. That's going to be Jason Lynchy coming in here. Right-hander. Lalim was hitting for himself. He's going to go to right field. Looks like Hopley's going to come out of the game. So Lynchy is going to actually come in for Hopley. So the DH stays in place for Portsmouth. And Jason Lynchy comes on to take his warm-up pitches. 24 for 23. That's what we got. So Lalim ends up going 5 1/3. He's responsible for the runner at first, Doherty. And on back-to-back pitches, both on the first pitches of the bat, Campbell ropes a single into right. Now what's going on here? They announced 24 for 23, but 23 is back in the field. He can't be in the game if the pitcher just came in for him. Hey, Coach, didn't they announce 24 for 23? Didn't they just announce 24 for 23? 23 just went back in the game. He's in right field again. I heard the umpire announce that 24 for 23, but then Lalim came out of the game. He's in the dugout. 23 is in right field. 24 is on the hill, unless they move somebody else. Oh, so 24 is in for number 27? Okay. All right, so they announced it one way, changed their mind, and so Lynchy is not in for Hopley. He's in for Lalim. All right, then. Well, here we go. Doherty's at first. There's one out. Will Soucy's at the plate. Soucy swings at the first pitch, as has become customary. Fouls it back, strike one. Soucy has, on the day, reached on an error, grounded a short on a great play made by Sargent, and then doubled to the right center field gap on a ball that I'm sure that Cal Hewitt would say he could catch all day long, but he made about a 150-foot sprint, and the ball ended up hitting off the tip of his glove in the gap. There's a breaking pitch that Soucy takes low, ball one. So as I was saying, Lalim goes 5 1/3. He allowed 7 runs, and he's responsible for Doherty at first. Susie facing Lynchy, who steps off the back of the rubber there. So Jason Lynchy on the hill, facing his first batter. Here's the 1-1. Susie hits a fly ball to right field. That's going to drop. That's going to get down in front of Hopley. He comes up and makes the throw to second base looking for the force. The throw is high. Doherty slides in under the play anyways, and that's going to be a bloop single to right for Susie. And runners are going to be at first and second with 1 out. So Susie swings and flares a single in the right field. Hoppy was deep. I mean, you're facing the number 4 hitter in the lineup, and he just hit a ball in the perfect spot. Hopley got to it quickly, fielded it on 1 hop, did everything exactly right, made a throw to second, but Doherty beat the throw, and Heidenreich steps to the plate. Heidenreich singled, walked, and grounded to second. First pitch is grounded back to the mound. Lynchy fields it clean, goes to short for 1, on to first, double play. And another ground ball back to the mound that Portsmouth has fielded clean. And another first pitch swing and an out. That goes 1-6-3 on the double play. And Portsmouth, who's been in these situations many times over the legendary career of Coach Hopley, and I'm sure they're not going to go quietly here in the 7th. So Lalim gets off the hook as Lynchy comes in and gets the double play ball, and closes the book on Lalim, who ends up giving up the 7 runs in 5 1/3. Top of the order coming up for Portsmouth in the 7th. So Lynchy with some clutch pitching there. Gives up a flare of a single to Susie, but then gets a hard 1-hopper from Heidenreich that he fielded clean, made a perfect throw to Sargent, covering the bag at second. Comes across, makes the throw to Russo. 1-6-3 double play. But Goffstown does get 2 runs on 4 hits. There is one big error on the right fielder who allowed the runner Campbell to move up 2 bases on the play after singling, and then Doherty promptly singled to left to score him. And might not have been a big deal anyways because Susie singled the next batter, which would have probably scored him either way. But Goffstown leaves nobody on base, but they take a 7-5 lead here in the top of the 7th. Connor Hyzak is going back out for the 7th. Lalim ended up throwing 9 pitches before being removed, so he ended up 107. And then Lynchy just threw 4 pitches, to get out of the inning. Here's Cal Hewitt, center fielder, leadoff man. Homered his first time up, walked and scored second at bat, reached on a fielder's choice his last time through. Hyzak working from the windup. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball in there for a strike, 0-1. Thank goodness for my 9th coffee of the day, otherwise I'd be losing my voice. Here's the 0-1. Breaking pitch. Hewitt, good take by the batter there. That's a pitcher's breaking ball right there. Starts in the strike zone, works down and away out of the zone. Hewitt lays off. 1-1 count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a hanging curveball. Hewitt lines it into left field between short and third. Base hit. That's just a good hitter against a mediocre pitch there. The pitch before was that sharp breaking ball. That one kind of rolled up there, and Hewitt didn't miss it, singling to left. He's on base for the 3rd time today. So the leadoff man is on here in the 7th. Drew Hudson, the second baseman, number 3, comes to bat. He's struck out, grounded to first, and fly to right. But I'll tell you, this kid takes hacks. He's up there swinging. Hewitt gets his lead. Hyzak from the set. Here's the pitch, and that's in there for a strike, 0-1. So this is where everything gets magnified even more. It's been a pretty good ball game, a typical affair between Portsmouth and Goffstown. Pitch is fouled off. Burke's going to make a run at this over to the fence, but that's going to get out of play into the parking lot, and the count goes 0-2. Late swing by Hudson there. But don't count this kid out on an 0-2 pitch because he knows how to handle the bat. This is a good lineup, a disciplined lineup. And quite honestly, they haven't swung at more than 2 or 3 bad pitches all day. Here's the 0-2. That's a pitch ground to the right side. Hutton's going to go to his left, or Dutton, I'm sorry, and he'll get the play. He only had one play as he started towards the bag. Hudson moves the runner over with the ground out. That play goes 4-3. Dutton fields it cleanly. But Goffstown will take the out there for the first out of the inning. Hewitt moves up to second base, and he's in scoring position with 1 out. Miles Sargent, number 14, the shortstop, who's been solid in the field today after that first inning. He grounded to third, got hit by a pitch, later scored, and grounded to third again. He's 0 for 2 with a run scored. Hewitt's at second. Hyzak in the set. Here's the pitch. That misses down low, ball 1. Gilbreth better be on his toes behind the plate because if there's even an inch of room for Hewitt to move up, he will. Good base runner. He's quick, and he's aggressive. Sargent with the 1-0. Hyzak comes set. Here it comes. Pitch misses down low, ball 2. This Clipper team will not quit. They will not give up. You have to get all 21 outs in a high school game in order for somebody to tell them it's time to go home. 2 outs to go for the Grizzlies. Here's the 2-0 from Hyzak. That's fouled off at the plate. That's a foul ball. That hit his bat. That did not hit his arm. Umpire calls the batter's trying to show a bruise on his arm here. The home plate umpire puts his doctor's glasses on. He's shaking his head a whole lot, and they're going to give him first base. They talked their way into that. There again is another. Now, he didn't swing. He didn't offer, but that pitch doesn't even come close to hitting him if he doesn't have his hands in the zone. And that actually can be a judgment call by an umpire. If you're in the strike zone, get hit by a pitch, they can still call a strike on it. He's not going to do that here. The base umpire is going to talk over the home plate umpire. Base umpire continues talking to the coach. And Portsmouth is going to get a runner. So that pitch ends up being called a hit batsman. That's a 5th hit batter of the game for Hyzak. First and second, 1 out. I'm not sure if it hit him or not. It probably did. We don't have another camera angle to look at. So Portsmouth has runners at first and second with 1 out. Tim Kutzer, the third baseman's at bat. He struck out, got hit by a pitch, and struck out. 0 for 2. Right-handed batter. Open stance. Here's the pitch. He hits the first ball back to Hyzak. He fields it clean to Campbell at second. On to first. Double play, and the Grizzlies beat the Clippers. Portsmouth falls from the ranks of undefeated. That's a 1-6-3 double play to end the game. Hyzak goes the distance. First pitch swinging by Kutzer, 1-6-3, and the favor is returned. That's how the inning ended in the bottom of the 6th for the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies turn the tables and do the same thing to end the ball game. So Goffstown gets their 3rd win of the season, goes to 3-5. Portsmouth drops to 6-1 on the season, and the rivalry continues as Goffstown throws their record out the window and comes in back to their home field and knocks off the Clippers 7-5, coming from behind to get the victory today. Hyzak with an outstanding performance on the hill, although I'm going to say that I don't know that he'll pitch any more games in his career, and he'll probably be playing baseball for a long time to come, but I don't know that we'll see another game where he hits 5 batters in a game. And certainly 5 batters in a game and gets the win. So Portsmouth ends up no runs, 1 hit. There was no Goffstown errors, and they leave 1 man on base. as the game-ending double play is turned over from Hyzak to Campbell to Burke on a beautiful play executed. Final score here from Goffstown, Grizzlies 7, Clippers 5, and Portsmouth suffers their first loss of Division I play this year, falling to 6-1. They're obviously a good club, and they're going to be in probably just about every game they play. They're well coached, they're well schooled, and they don't make very many mistakes. And today when they did, Goffstown took advantage of them and put runs on the board, ended up holding on for a 7-5 win. Hyzak goes 7 innings, ends up throwing 110 pitches, allows 5 hits, striking out 7 on the day, hit 5 batters and walked 2. Incredible pitching line just for the sake of the 5 hit batters. But Goffstown holds on, wins 7-5. They're scheduled to play Friday at Bedford for the final game of this week. But there's going to be a lot of rain between now and Friday, so we'll see if that game ends up getting played or not. If it does, we'll be there to bring it there for you. So I'm going to say goodbye for Eric Bello, the lead cameraman. My twins have been gone for a couple hours, but they're 9 years old. Might as well let them be kids. Final score here, Goffstown 7, Portsmouth 5. For GTV Sports, this is Steve Beal saying good afternoon.